Optimizing your Facebook ads when they are active increases campaign ROI, but most advertisers make changes too late, leading to unexciting results. Yet there is a tool that Facebook has hidden in plain sight that allows you to analyze performance with much greater sophistication than the standard metrics that are available within Ads Manager. These tools live within the Inspect tab under the ad set name. Now, I won't give you a complete walkthrough of this entire section, but the one extremely important thing that you need to pay attention to here is first time impression ratio, as this is an indicator that can help you determine when the optimal time is for you to make campaign optimizations. If you aren't familiar, the first time impression ratio is the percentage of your daily impressions that comes from people seeing your ads in the ad set for the first time. The ratio starts at 100% when you launch your campaign and then decreases over time, as you can see on the chart. Now, this ad set had some previous changes in the month before, which is why it's not showing up as 100% at the start, but your new ad sets should. As your campaign progresses, the number of new daily viewers decreases as your audience is finite, and eventually the majority of the audience will have seen the ad that is represented by your first time impression ratio decreasing over time from day number 1 into the end of the month in this example. Now, what is really interesting here is that when you look at the relationship between purchases driven by Facebook and the first time impression ratio, what you will notice is that in the first couple of days, when your ad set is fresh, the ratio is high. You will get the most volume of sales here. However, as the days and weeks progresses and the ratio flatlines, you will notice that we are still getting sales, but the peaks progressively get lower and lower. In the first 2 weeks, we're getting up to 10 sales in a day, and then the last 2 weeks, we're averaging 7 and 6 sales on the best days. As a rule of thumb, when the first time impression ratio averages under 25% in the last 7 days and the ad set performance has started to decline, then it is time for you to optimize your ad set. As 75% of the audience has seen your ads at this point, and it's likely that your CPAs have already gotten higher and will continue to do so. Now, I don't want you to use my rule of thumb. You can get way more powerful ROI results for your Facebook ads if you establish your own benchmarks, as this will vary for each business, which I will explain how to do. But first, I want to make sure one thing is very clear. To maximize Facebook ads ROI, one of your main goals needs to be keeping your top performing ad sets going for as long as possible. Now, a common mistake I see many make is that they have a high performing ad set that starts to perform poorly and they simply rebuild the ad set, which causes the campaign to lose all of the historical performance history and requires the new ad set to ramp back up over time. Your top performing ad sets will often outperform new ones if you optimize them correctly. And the most important lever that you have to do this is rotating in new creative. Yes, new ads with existing ad sets is the secret sauce, as the ad has all of the knowledge of who is converting, but the audience has reached creative fatigue. Now, to do this effectively, you must find your optimal creative rotation time frame to ensure that you change your ads before it's too late, because if your ad sets start to perform too poorly, rotating in new ads will have very little impact on your campaign. So first, look at historical performance in the Inspect tab for an existing campaign ad set, and then pick one that has ran for at least 3 to 4 weeks in time. Next, you need to evaluate the point in time that your first time impression ratio went under 25% over a 7-day period and determine how long it took to get there from the launch of the ad set. Ideally, you want to repeat this exercise for multiple ad sets so that you can understand how this time frame changes by audience and establish an average for each audience theme. Completing this analysis will help you master your creative rotation cycles so that you can have new ads ready to rotate in before performance starts to dip, enabling you to keep performance going with your top ad sets to drive more sales while keeping your CPAs as low as possible. Until the next video, peace.